Welcome back to Barcelona and the first day of the 470 World Championship. The sailors arrived early in the morning and got their gear ready for the race that was scheduled for 1200. Lots of stress for everybody this first day. The time was passing and the wind was almost zero, giving no other choice to the race committee than waiting on shore. It was time for relaxing then. At 1400, a light breeze finally came, and it was time for some action. Fierce battles are expected not only among the top sailors, but the countries trying to qualify for the Olympics as well.
We are here in Barcelona because we want to qualify for the Olympics. There are only like 5 slots. There's like 15 countries out there, so it's gonna be like tough fight.
In the men's fleet, there are only 7 tickets for the Olympics, with several countries trying to qualify. Among them, Belgium, Chile, and Malaysia. Few minutes before the races, it was time for some final adjustments. Sailing with your team members or even alone is always crucial. Time for some racing then. In the women's fleet at the Blue Group, the duo from Australia started in the middle, with Wan Zhao Li and Wang Zhu Feng from China on the pin end. However, most of the girls were over the line at the start, and the race was restarted. On the second start, the duo from Germany started on the pin end, with Mills and Clark a few meters behind. The British duo sailed fast after the start and tacked few seconds later, heading to the right side of the course. However, they were disqualified as they were over the line at the start. What a way to begin a world championship for the reigning silver medalists. In the yellow group, the team from China were leading the race, with the girls from Israel just behind them. However, it would be the French that would score the bullet. In the men's yellow fleet, Belcher and Page from Australia had a slight lead in front of the Argentinians and the Greeks, while the rest of the fleet faced a lot of difficulties rounding the mark. In the middle of the second upwind, the Aussies were leading the fleet, placing themselves between the mark and their rivals, while the Greeks had decreased their distance from the Argentinians. They were now just a few meters behind and would give it their all in order to secure the second position. Would they make it? They all chose the right ley line, approaching the upwind mark and performing an excellent rounding, hoisting their spinnakers so fast. Every meter counts, and they know it. During the downwind, the Greeks threatened the Aussies. However, they had to compromise with a second place in front of the Argentinians. But for Mantis and Kaialis, this is a good start for their mission to be the selected to represent Greece at the Olympics. In the blue group, Wang and Deng from China had the best start on the pin end, with the rest of the fleet spread all along the start line. The last to start was the red fleet. A lot of stress for the sailors that had been waiting for so long. After a general recall, they got racing. Let's have a look at the results of the day. Stay tuned for some action tomorrow, with the race committee aiming for 3 races for each fleet.